On this episode, a journey to weight loss.
That was really a huge wake-up call because I could just leave this earth.
Welcome to Road to Hope. I'm your host, Bianca Jade. On this episode, we travel to Fort McMurray to meet a young man who's using his own personal story to inspire others.
I was having problems sleeping, so I would be waking up, my arms would be completely numb. So one time I woke up and I didn't have any feeling in my right arm. And it wasn't because I was sleeping on it or anything, it's just because I think I may have had high cholesterol or something like that, but there was just no movement. I got up scared because I was talking to my wife and I was like, I can't move my arm at all. And that was really a huge wake-up call because the blood's not flowing to the arm, especially when I'm sleeping. And if something like this happens while I'm sleeping, I could just leave this earth.
During his high school years, Andre Lindo was known as a highly active athlete. But after graduation, Lindo put on an immense amount of weight from lack of physical activities and recurring back problems, which took toll on his body, tipping the scales at 295 pounds. Waking up with no feeling in his right arm was a reminder of his family's health history because of weight issues.
My aunt had 2 strokes when she was young and lost all movement in her arms. And I was afraid that was one of those things was going to happen to myself, right? So it kind of was a wake-up call for me to, I got to get my life back on track.
Lindo turned to his cousin and personal trainer, Mike McCoy. Knowing his cousin's athletic and family history, McCoy saw the need for support.
Jump up, come down, jump back, jump in. Then you go back up again. Yeah, keep going.
He wasn't confident, and he would talk to me about just confidence and wanting to get back down, and he'd always reminisce on the high school days. You know, the good old days when I used to do long jump and things like that. So just hearing his stories and how he was talking, you can tell that he was at that point of like, okay, I need to make that change to be successful.
Also looking for success in her life is Elizabeth Cheatham, experiencing weight issues from years of chronic knee problems, having had 7 surgeries since the age of 12.
After probably 32 years old, like my weight just kept creeping up and up and up until by the time I finally made this decision, like I was at 220. There are some days that I was pretty depressed and not very happy because, especially when you're going to the store and you want to buy an outfit, well, you usually can't find what you need or what you want because you can't fit into what you would like to have. So in terms of that, yeah, sometimes I'd be pretty sad. My body was hurting probably 24/7, and especially my feet, my knees. And just packing that extra weight is just like a total burden.
She started to run after months of training, getting the quad back up to speed. She was able to run, and in that same week, she went to the physio, and the physio says, you no longer have to do work on your quad because you have enough strength in your quad to do exercise. And just the look of joy in her face and the excitement that she had was amazing.
While both Andre and Liz are now seeing results with Mike's support, at one time in his life, McCoy was in their shoes. He too gained weight after high school, topping out at 270 pounds. The moment he realized he needed change came sitting on a roller coaster.
I waited 45 minutes in line to go at the front of the ride. And I got to the front of the ride, sat down in the seat, put the lap bar down, and the lap bar went down halfway. So the conductor guy came by, he goes, yeah, you gotta push your lap bar down. So I started shoving it down, just give a little umph. I looked back up at him and he's like, no, it's not working. How could this happen to me? How can I go from high school athlete of the year to not being able to fit in a roller coaster at Six Flags? So the lap bars went up, and the shock of embarrassment just like, it hit me even more. I was like, this is not really happening. So I had to take that like walk of shame from the front of the ride all the way to the back of the ride. And I just got off and I was so frustrated. I was like, I need to change my life. This is not me. This is not who I am.
Through years of pushing himself, Mike lost 70 pounds and is now using his story to help others achieve their goals.
When I lost the 70 pounds, I felt comfortable again to get back into fitness. And one of my things is like, there's other people that felt like me the way I did when I got kicked off of a roller coaster, may not be comfortable with their weight. And I'm like, this is my reason. I want to see people successful, and I want to build healthier communities because I don't want anyone to feel the way I felt. And that was my passion for getting back into the field, is being able just to help people.
The most rewarding thing is seeing them smile, but also helping them with their lifestyle. So things in life become easier, things that they do every day in life. I remember Andre saying that he had issues tying his shoes, bending over to tie his shoes. And Liz, who wanted to garden and had issues with her core, so she couldn't go down to garden stuff. And now they're able to do these things. So for me, seeing that is the most rewarding thing as a trainer.
Working out with Mike has been great because I have never once been injured. I have this amount of strength that I've gained over this last year is amazing. And my quads, like I can do stuff with my legs that I wouldn't even have dreamt that I could do prior to that.
I can walk through West Edmonton Mall without sitting. You know, it's stuff like that. I know it's the little things, but those little things matter to me and my wife. And you know, spending more time with her, you know, having fun, walking. You know, the other night, her and I went walking in the sort of rain, you know, and that was something that we would never do, you know, because of the weight and because of the complaining and stuff like that. But now things have changed, and I want to continue.
If you have a personal story that you would like to share with us that can inspire others, please follow the information on your screen. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, Bianca Jade.